So just before we start this video, I'm sorry for the quality that you're about to see. It was night time and I don't know why, but the lighting decided to make my lips look like I've got lipstick on. Sorry about that, can't do much about it. But I'll chuck you over to the first part. Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be doing a kind of different video. We're going to be putting this 2011 MacBook Pro Logic board in the oven. Now before we get started, I want to tell you a bit of explanation for this. I picked this Logic board up with over there I have the shell. I've got the bottom half of it. This is my main MacBook. So the bottom half, not the screen. That's heavy. The DVD drive, speaker, just mainly the bottom portion without trackpad, battery and hard drive. So when I first got this, I tried to boot it up. No success. So I later did some diagnostics. I replaced I don't have it now with me, but I replaced the MagSafe on it with this one on here. It actually works. Sometimes I would get a green light on. Sometimes I wouldn't. So I know there's still signs of life in this. So basically I was thinking of calling it quits. I thought, I might get time to have a look at it, but I thought my 2009 MacBook Pro works fine. It's called Duo though. It should work fine for a while. Now I recently came across baking products. People would put their products in the oven, so then it would basically, the joints in the solder, it would melt and reflow. People have done that, and I thought, what about if I tried putting my Logic board in the oven? So I don't have any footage, but I set off and I removed basically this from the actual shell itself. I removed the fan, I've removed all the connectors on the back here. I've removed the heatsink on the CPU. Basically stripped down as much as I can. Still worried about this though. But I put some alfoil over it. Now, you may be thinking Apple's just done a recall thing, did a while ago, years ago, on the 15 and 7-inch model, 17-inch. Now, this is a 13-inch model, so it's not under that whole recall system. Now, this Logic board has signs of life, but it's pretty much dead. So baking it, if it stuffs it up more, it's not really of a loss to me. Like, I've lost my $60 I paid for it, but I've gotten some spare parts out of it, all of that. So basically what you do if you want to follow this tutorial, you will strip it down to basically what we've got here. Now, you may be able to see, but there's a heatsink on this chip here. It's probably out of focus. Chip right here. And there's still the heatsink on there. Now, that's just, I'm pretty sure, pretty sure it's a Northbridge chip. So it shouldn't have anything to do with it. If it does, I can remove the heatsink later anyway. I can bake it twice if I need to. Yeah, I've removed all the thermal paste from here. Gotten a new tube of thermal paste off eBay. Actually, I better remove this little pad here. There's just these pads around places. No, that did not come off easily. Little pads here and there which you want to try and get rid of. Now, to actually put this in the oven, what you need to do is get, I'll have shots of before I do it, 4 pieces of alfoil balls, 1 on each corner, there and there, and holds it up, put it on a baking tray, put some alfoil under it, and at I think 170 degrees or 175 for 7 minutes. Now, you can find information online about this. I did find information from a few guys online. I'll link them down below on how to do this, but this is basically my tutorial and doing it in video form because I haven't seen many videos out there of it. I think that's all. So what we'll do is we'll skip over to just before I bake it, and we'll have a time lapse while we're baking it and see if it actually works, because I have no idea whether this will work or not. More scared things are going to melt. Actually, I do need to take this sticker off. There we go. More scared things are going to melt. If they do melt, well, hope it doesn't set the house on fire. So, yeah, let's go over and do that. Okay, so here's it all set up, just about to go in the oven. We've wrapped these parts because I'm feeling more cautious. We've got some alfoil balls under there, so we're just going to chuck them in the oven. So start the time lapse. Okay, so the shot that you just saw before was probably the time lapse of me baking this MacBook. It's all back together now. And well, I didn't film getting it out of the oven and first trying to turn it on. Now I will tell you, I plugged power into it with the fan and the fan started spinning up. So it did work, well, it does work. So yeah, after I took it out of the oven, plugged everything in, it turned on. Amazingly, it didn't. So yeah, I put it all back together, and now, oh, you'll be able to hear this. Once it fully powers on. Decide to do it really soft, but wait, I'll come and show you. So as you can see there, it is booting up. The fans are really loud and it won't properly boot because I haven't put the trackpad in, but yeah, it will boot up and everything. Okay, so just power it back off. So yeah, it was a success. So baking my 2011 MacBook Pro in the oven. Baking in the oven. Of course you're baking in the oven. Well, putting it in the oven and baking it, it worked. It fixed it all up and it works now. So that is a big plus. Now, I don't know whether I said in the first clip because it was about a week or two ago now. Putting it in the oven, some people say it will reflow broken solder points, and some say no, it has to be hotter than 170 degrees, which I baked it at 170 degrees for 7 minutes, or it removes the moisture. Either way, it did fix it, and it is all working now. So this I know definitely works from about the 2008 MacBook Pros, the unibody ones, to up to the 2012s. I'm not sure about the Retina MacBook Pros, I should say, MacBook Airs, or even the new MacBook. Now this could even potentially fix a logic board with water damage. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, I'll link the articles down below if you want to do this yourself and potentially get a good deal on a logic board. So guys, thanks for watching, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you next one. Bye.